Here we go. Browning up some ground beef. And what are we doing? Today in Tammy's kitchen, she is making Tater Tot Casserole. That's a new one on me, but we'll see. So add a little bit of salt and pepper to this. She's giving her a workout. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Well, a little more pepper than salt. Okay, calls for one large chopped onion. Oh, good grief, she's getting a hatchet out. That's a little ridiculous. Oh, wait, never argue with a woman with a huge knife in her hand. She's scary with that big knife. I bought these big knives off a retired butcher. We got some over in the other drawer that you just look at them and you get cut. They're that sharp.
You ain't gonna be able to see it.
There goes the beef in. Spreading that around on the bottom. It calls for like a 2.5 quart casserole dish. We just don't happen to have one because there's an accident in the kitchen and several of them got broken and haven't replaced them yet. Because I won't buy new, I'll get them at the thrift store. Now she's getting ready to layer the onion in. It's just raw onion. Her and that big knife again. Okay, now it calls for a can of cream of celery and a can of cream of mushroom soup, undiluted, but you got to mix them together in the bowl so they're combined. Now it calls for you to spread it out over the beef and the onion. This don't look like the healthiest recipe. Guess this is what they call comfort food. For you to layer the cheese in. So putting extra cheese in. We put extra cheese in everything.
Cheesier the better.
Now lastly, it calls to put a layer of tater tots in here. Oh, good grief, I'd just dump them. I'm a dump cook, just dump it.
Gonna make it pretty.
Gotta make it edible. I ain't a big fan of tater tots, so we'll see how this is. Might as well just spell your name out in there.
We can.
Well, it looks nice. I'd have just dumped them in there, but here we go. Okay, there it is before it's headed off to the oven. Oven's been preheated. Here's the recipe. You can pause and write it down.
Maybe I'll put that pot back here somewhere.
Yep, somebody's coming up to the door. Dogs don't like that. I'll show you when we plate it up. Fresh out of the oven. We'll get it plated up and I'll try it and I'll tell you what I think. Now it's time to tell you what I think of the Tater Tot Casserole. Never been a big fan of tater tots, but it wasn't a bad meal. I'd eat it again. Thinking like maybe next time put some potatoes O'Brien on top, or just use mashed potatoes and make like a cottage pie. But it was good. We'll see you in the next episode of Tammy's Kitchen.